So it's your boy Be Humble here. I'm here with my man Doug, retired Navy as well. So we were chopping it up, talking and catching up because I used to be stationed with Doug, back in the day. So when was that we were stationed together, Doug?
VR 58. I think that was around between
It was
2002, somewhere around there.
it
Three.
was before Katrina. I remember it was before Katrina hit.
Yeah. The
Yeah, we
same
were
time
stationed.
we served, we were with John Cooper. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Coop, Coop, dog. Actually, I got a video up there about Coop on
Okay.
my page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Coop was
still
a funny
talk.
guy.
I call him from time to time, and I went and
Mhm.
visited him a couple times.
Okay, yeah. Every now and then, yeah, we'll text as well. Yeah, Coop, that's a funny guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into this, Doug. So tell us like before you joined the Navy, what were you up to and like where you from?
Well, before I joined the Navy, I lived in West Helena, Arkansas. That's
Okay.
like about a 55-minute drive from Memphis, in between Memphis and Little Rock, but I'm closer to Memphis. And in 1980, I graduated from school, and it was an easy decision for me to join the Navy because there's no opportunities from West Helena. Like, the population is real small town, some
Mhm.
like 8, 9, 10,000 people. So
Wow.
that's one of the reasons I joined the Navy. I wasn't ready for college, so that was no brainer.
Yeah, I'm from I'm from a small town as well. Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. A lot of
Okay,
people. If you're from Western Pennsylvania, you know about it. But if you're a football fan, you definitely have heard of people that's from my little
okay,
town. So some of the people that's from my town is Mike Ditka,
okay.
Tony Dorsett,
All right.
Ty Law, Darrell Reeves. So those are just some of the people that's from my small town. We're between like 8,000, 10,000, probably less than
Okay,
that now. But yeah, I'm from a small town as well.
okay,
Yeah. So
cool.
so I know, yeah, I know the feeling like you're talking about. Yeah. So being from where I'm from, Western Pennsylvania, when I was little, it was a steel mill town. But by the time I
Hmm.
got of age, the steel mill shut down. So opportunities were pretty, slim to
Okay,
none. So
okay.
yeah, similar. So tell me like so when you joined the Navy, what was where'd you go to boot camp at? Because when I went to boot camp, it was in Great Lakes, Illinois. So where was boot camp at for you for the Navy?
Oh man, I went to boot camp in Orlando. We actually had female commands there.
Uh-huh.
We actually doing our schooling and training. We actually had our sister company was a bunch of like female women.
Hmm.
So it was like I enjoyed it, man. It was an experience that I'll never forget. I carry
Hmm.
that for the rest of my life. So it was cool.
So how was the weather down there?
Oh
Like
man, it was hot. I went around July and it was like 100 degrees, man. We walking
uh,
around with like raincoats and our pea coat on, our seat bag on our back.
uh,
I'm
yeah,
surprised I made it. I weighed about
uh,
120 pounds back then too, so
mhm.
I was a little bitty fella.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I went to when I went to boot camp, it was in Great Lakes, and I went in like April. So April, May, June was the time frame I was in ace. I mean, I was in boot camp, so it was pretty hot in Great Lakes, Chicago. And right before I left to go to boot camp, what was crazy, there was like a heat wave where a lot of
Right.
people in Chicago were like older people were dying because it was so hot during that time frame.
Right. So
So
what year was that when you went to boot camp?
96. It was 96.
96. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, 96. April 96. I'll never forget that because the day before I left, it snowed where I was at.
Okay.
The day before I left, yeah. And that was Easter time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like the day after Easter. Easter was a little late that year. So yeah, I left like the day after Easter.
Yeah. So you were used to that cold weather though. So April was
Yeah,
pretty cold.
yeah, Pittsburgh, yeah, it gets cold there, man. Yeah. So it wasn't that much snow, like I said, it wasn't much snow, but once it
Mm.
started to warm up there in Chicago, it warmed up. Yeah. So after boot camp, where did you go after boot camp?
Well, the Navy they sent me off to San Diego. I went to a couple of schoolings. Well, first before San Diego, I went to Milton, Tennessee for A school.
Okay.
I was a structural mechanic, so I was there probably like 6 months total. But the A school, I think it was like 8 weeks,
Okay.
maybe. maybe yeah, about 2 months, something like that.
Okay.
Then they sent me to San Diego, and I went through some other training, aviation training, corrosion schools. But you know, the funny thing is about when I joined the Navy, actually, I didn't want to go to college, so I was like, I'm done with schooling, man, and
Hmm.
I didn't think I was college material, so I was like, well, I joined the military. Man, the military ain't nothing but a big school and learning university, if you want to look
Uh-huh.
at it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know as well as when we joined, you had to pay for the GI Bill. You had to
Yeah.
pay into it, but
I had
now
to
it's
pay
just
V.
automatic.
Yeah. I had to
Mhm.
actually pay into this program called Veep. And
Okay.
when I went to college, I used that money up.
Hmm.
Uh, now I did get some GI when I think I had to re-enlist as a reservist for 6 years, and I got I
Hmm.
think it was the Montgomery GI.
Yeah, Montgomery GI. Yeah, and
So
now it's the post 9/11.
right,
Yeah, and that with that, you can like transfer to your kids.
that's
So,
correct. Yeah.
so what I did, I transferred like 14 months to my daughter, so that equated to 2 years. So when
Hmm.
she was in undergrad, I was able to transfer that. So then I just
Okay.
transferred the rest to
Cool.
my son, who's 16 right now.
Mm.
So yeah, he'll have the rest of that. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff people don't know, like how things have changed. Like now, like I could transfer mine, but prior during your time, I don't think y'all had that. Y'all
No,
didn't
we
have that.
could, but later on down the road when I
Hmm.
re-enlist, I had that option. I
Hmm.
actually had some transfer. Actually, I didn't because I used up all my VEEP. So the only way I couldn't transfer, I didn't have anything left.
Hmm.
But because I'm 100% disabled vet
Yeah,
in the state of Florida, any of my dependents can go to school for free
that's what's
as
up.
long as they're under their age. But my wife, it doesn't matter about her age because
Hmm.
she's my wife.
Yeah,
But that's one of the greatest benefits, man, of being in the military is that you get a chance to get that free health. It's not free, but it's real
yeah,
low cost.
it's low cost.
Yeah,
Yep. Because like
and like us,
for
go ahead.
me, like I think I have a what family? It's like family of four for like healthcare. If I'm not
Mm.
mistaken, I pay like maybe just like 400 a year. Like for
Yeah,
family of four, like
yeah,
you can't beat
you
that,
can't
man.
beat that, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
try to
can't beat
tell
that.
my kids, hey, at least if you don't want to join the military active duty, join the reserves. Now my youngest daughter, she 27, and it's like they having a problem trying to pay for health care and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I
Yeah.
couldn't get them to join. I said, at least join the reserves so you can have, you know, low insurance costs.
Mhm.